Hello everyone and welcome back to another One Mission Cruise video. Today we're taking a look at the treasure map versus Lucci with some of my best speed teams, and these teams only use one special as well as one support to finish the entire stage. It's very fast, and I do have demos in this video so you can see how fast these teams are and judge yourself whether or not you want to use them. So if you do see an error in one of these, which I really doubt because I have put a lot of time into this, comment down below. Also, if you have any questions after my explanations, do feel free to ask in the comments, because yeah, obviously I'm going to be talking a lot, so yeah, I'm going to be going through this really fast because quite a bit of information I'm going to be putting into one small chunk of time. So against Lucci, the first boss is going to be old Luffy, one special, one support, and we are using the Zoro to wave clear on stage 1, stage 2 to Zoro to wave clear and give us a chain lock which will last until the final stage. Then we use Carrot to give us an orb boost as well as an attack boost with our Dog Storm. Dog Storm is not required, but it does help quite a bit. Level 1 break is not required on Tesoro, and it is recommended on Carrot but not required. We have X Drake just there for points and damage. You could use the CP-0 Lucci with the 1.4x boost either, whichever one works for you. And then we have Hiyori for 1-0 orbs. Next team we have is against Robin. So Robin is going to be int type, meaning we're using predominantly Psy units. We're using free-to-play Luffy and Zoro. Free-to-play Luffy has to be at level 1 break 3. Beyond that, it really makes zero difference. Just make sure he's at level 3 for his captain utility. Then we have Zoro for an orb boost. Okay, let me go through this. Stage 1 we use Luffy super type to wave clear as well, give us super type. Stage 2 we use Zoro for orb boost and wave clear, and then the final stage we use Raise Max as well as the support of Bonnie to get around the bind and give us a ton of buffs with Raise Max. Raise Max also gives us damage reduction, which allows us to get around the quote-unquote death hit that the enemy gives. Nami's just there for a full board of recovery orbs at the start of the quest. We do need a recovery or tandem orb on a Raise Max for his special to give us what we want. So make sure you do have some sort of unit that gives us a recovery or tandem orb at the start of the quest. So a very fast team, one special, one support. And I also forgot to show the demo here for the first team, so I will show that. And then subsequently I'll show you the demo for this team as well, very fast. Then for Zoro, this team we're using Eneru stage 1 to wave clear and reduce our HP. Stage 2 we use Whitebeard to wave clear and give us a chain boundary as well as a chain growth rate boost. Final stage we use our captain Ace. Doesn't need to be maxed, but it will help. He does however have to be at level limit break 3 at least with limit break expansion, so that his captain gives us -2 cooldown. Otherwise your cooldowns won't be enough. However, you could use the boosted ship, but unfortunately this doesn't last the entire treasure map. For Saturday and Sunday then you would have to change the team, but so that's why I would recommend making sure your ace is maxed. But if you still want to use this team but you don't have the cooldown, then you can still use it for the first 3 days, but yeah, the ship won't be here for all the time. So I haven't built these teams around that ship because it will come for you in those last 2 days. Then we have Luffy for a turn of cooldown. That also helps with his crewmate. He has to be super evolved for his crewmate ability to give us 1 turn of cooldown. We have Frankie there, who gets around the block orbs on the final stage. He gives our captain 1 orbs at the start of the quest, and he also is going to get a quick orb from the support of Hancock through the block orbs, which will allow us to get through the barrier. So that's a basic explanation of the team. Final mini boss, yeah, demo. Here's a final mini boss against Lillith. Is going to be very efficient. I love this team a lot. Stage 1 Kamazo, stage 2 Kiku-Izo. Final stage you will already have a chain lock, an orb boost, and Wano orbs as you go in. So very fast and very efficient. And then you use Stasi to get around 5 turns of the Despair and Special Bind and give us a color affinity boost. We use Sabo support to get around the last 2 turns of Special Bind and Despair. And then we use Eneru support to get around the resilience. So very basic team. We need to have 5 slashers. So Stasi is our non-slasher. So every other character has to be slasher units. So make sure you are using a Luffy or Ace who is a slasher character for the Wano orbs on Kiku-Izo. So that's basically it for this team. Let's get into the final boss, which is against S.Shark. Atlas has a friend captain for both this and the Intrusion. Stage 2, we use Kobe special. We also use Junbei and Carrot and Wanda. That's basically it. Just make sure you use those 3 characters and then kill. Final stage, we use Bonnie. We use her super class to give us a full board of matching orbs. She also gives us a chain boundary and a enemy increased damage taken with her special. Then we use our Arlong. Make sure you swap him first for his base attack boost. We use Reiju to get a strength orb and get through the barrier. And then we have Atlas to give us an attack boost and a lot of other buffs. So that's it for this team. Intrusion, we are using Crocodile as a captain. We have a lot higher boost for this one compared to final boss. Because Atlas does carry in the Intrusion, whereas in the final boss your crew does matter quite a bit, so that's why we had to get a bit lower point boost. We had to sacrifice something. So for this team, stage 2 we use Lucci for 3.5x chain lock. That's it. Don't swap him into the captain, please don't. It's gonna screw over your run. We also use Kobe, and we also use the super swap effect of Carrot and Wanda. So that's basically it for both of these teams. Just focus on the bottom units and then the middle right one. Activate their specials and swap effects, except don't use Carrot and Wanda's special. We are using their special on the final stage. Final stage, basically use everything else. Just make sure you use Carrot and Wanda special after Atlas, because Atlas converts the weak orb boost we get into a stackable orb boost, and then Carrot and Wanda gives us a proper orb boost. So if you do use Carrot and Wanda first, you won't have any orb boost, which is very sucky. Obviously at early navs that won't screw over your run, but later on you will need to make sure. So just get into the habit of it from the start. Make sure you use Carrot and Wanda after Atlas. Just use Carrot and Wanda last. That's basically it for these teams. We have very high damage for this team on the final boss. Unfortunately, since Atlas is the only one dealing damage, we do have a bit lower damage, but we do have a lot of buffs. We have a 3x attack boost, a 2.5x orb boost, a 1.5x color affinity, a 4.3x starting chain after 1 good. Remember, we have boundary from our Crocodile and a chain boost, quite a significant one from Kobe. We also have superclass from our Crocodile, so remember that. There's a lot of damage here. Very strong team. I am not worried about this whatsoever. Our damage and point boost is on point for this team. So if you do have any questions or any discrepancies you saw, or anything that you think won't work for these teams, tell me in the comments. Also, if you need any replacements or you don't understand how one of these teams work, any question is not dumb, just ask away. I will be there to respond. But that's basically going to be it. This was take 3. I've been recording for 40 minutes, actually 50 minutes now. So if that's why my throat sounds quite dead. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. I'm out. I'll see you in the next one.